Everyone, and welcome back to today's AMA. This is Dave Stiles, and with me is Rob Levy, and
Howdy.
we're going to be kind of running this on the, I guess, head up here because everybody else is on vacation or sleeping in today. So, Rob, how you doing?
Must be nice. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm getting over a cold myself, but I'm here.
It's great to have you, man.
Yep.
It's been a busy week. I know we have a lot of updates to get out to everybody, so I want to get some of those out of the way. And obviously, this is our AMA, so if people have questions, feel free to ask them. We're on the live stream. If you ask it on your channel you're watching on, we'll catch it in the chat, and we'll be able to take those questions for you. So we are a couple weeks away from now the official launch of VOYR. And everybody has been giving us amazing feedback. And if you continue to be testing the beta, give us feedback. We appreciate it. Send it in to feedback@voyr.me. We are working through all that backlog, although it's getting much smaller. So I will say that
That's
the
good.
new code push was pushed yesterday, fixed a ton of bugs. I know there's still one issue that people are having with something with face verification, but the defect rate on that is much lower. We're like in the 10% range now. So we are feeling really good about that. There were a couple of new bugs that came in as part of that code push that we've already filed from last night, and I appreciate the people on Discord that were sending that to me right away. So it's great to have everybody kind of looking at the new code and testing it. If you're watching and you're like, "What the heck are they testing? Can I get in this?" Absolutely. So join the beta if you're not already on it. Go to beta.demo.voyr.me. You're going to need a Web3 wallet because, again, cryptocurrency is how we power this, and your crypto wallet's your username and password. So if you have any questions on how to get set up, you can always hit us up with questions on Twitter or or Instagram direct message. And then if you want to just email us if you have questions, you can do that as well. We'll be happy to take those. So questions or comments, if you have need any help, just hit us at social@voyr.me. Yeah, Rob, we've got about, I think there's like 45 people now enrolled on the beta.
That's
Uh,
great. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's great. I mean, it really is. People are actually spending real Voyr me. So, the utility tokens being used for utility, which, just kind of makes me happy as all can be. But on top of all this, we dropped another beta this week, and, some people know about it, some people don't. But Memories, the NFT marketplace is in beta now. So we have a very early first cut of that. I'm going to call it beta 1 because it's definitely the first beta. It does have some bugs, and we're working through it. There's some spelling mistakes. Sometimes developers,
Spelling mistakes.
sometimes developers who are, English is not their first language. That
Right.
sometimes pops up, but
That's okay. We'll handle those. Those
yeah,
are easy.
we're fixing those. But again, if you haven't had a chance to test that, then I will put the URL in here. I guess I don't have that in the predefined text. So I'm gonna get that in the text here real quick, and I'll throw it on the screen.
Great.
Yeah, if you've been waiting for Memories, it's here, and we can start playing with it. And the nice thing about that is, I do believe we'll probably slipstream Memories in. We do the 6th for VOYR launch. We'll do official launch on Memories probably the week after. But if we have faster adoption and faster beta testing, we could pull them on the same day, maybe. I don't know if I'm really want to beat myself up that much at trying to support 3 different launches, but Memories beta, there you go. Memories.voyr.me. And
Great.
yeah. So we have people that are playing around, testing it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, hi everybody, let me get in, please let me play with it." Yes, yeah, absolutely. Crazy Coin, get in there and start testing. But Rob, how are the things working on the ambassador front? I know you've been working with one of our ambassadors pretty close. So he's got a pretty interesting opportunity road tour. And for those that
Yep.
have seen Joey live on this AMA and have seen some of the promotional stuff, Joey's got a pretty cool promotion. And I think if you want to be part of it, you probably could.
Right. That's right. Yeah. So Joey Carr, one of our earlier ambassadors that joined. So he was on America's Got Talent. If you've joined these before, you've heard about us talking about him. But he is on tour playing shows 5 days a week. He's driving around the state of Illinois. He's driving all over the place, for the next couple of years is going to be all over the country doing these shows. And what Joey wants to do is promote himself. He wants to promote VOYR, and he wants to include other brands and organizations that want to promote themselves. And so he's looking into buying an RV to tour the country. And so as he goes on tour, he wants to litter the RV with brands that want to support the mission. So whether it's Joey, whether it's VOYR, whether it's just they want to support their own brand on the RV. So we are actually looking for sponsorships to help wrap this RV. And so Joey's awesome. He is all in on VOYR. And so the side of the truck or the RV is going to say Joey Carr, working with VOYR, partnering with VOYR, and then, other organizations that want to be part of that can be included on that RV.
That's right.
So that's exciting stuff.
It is. And we're going to have a landing site up for Joey here come on Monday. And if you'd like more information, you can always go to voyr.me/Joey Carr. Obviously, that's where his page will be when we go live. But in the interim, it'll be a landing page for kind of the stuff we're all helping Joey do. So we're looking forward to it. And there's a lot of great comments coming in. Your Mr. Pancho NFTs are on memories. That's great, Francisco. And if anybody has been watching, I bought some NFTs off the marketplace the other day. And so there are some sales that have happened. Spreading the love.
What'd you buy?
I bought a couple different ones. I'll have to go pull them up here. Maybe I'll pull up my screen on my other screen. We'll show them here. But it's been fun. It's like commerce in action.
That's great. So while you're doing that, let me ask you this: how are you feeling about the October 6th launch date?
I'm feeling really good. The bugs that we had that I were worried about, we really seem to move past them. I've been able to do probably a dozen enrollments, no issues. So I'm feeling pretty good.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So right now we have almost 30 ambassadors that are working with us that have started to get into the beta program. We've been working with Mara with these ambassadors to develop like the strategy. What are they going to launch on either Memories or VOYR? And so right now we're kind of in the thick of those strategy discussions with these creators just to make sure that they get the most out of VOYR, that their fans get the most out of VOYR. And so we are definitely looking forward to that October 6th date when all the creators that have joined us, for the past couple months, this is the time that they can launch their portfolio to the world. So we're all excited and looking forward to the 6th.
Yeah, me too, Rob. It's going to be great. So yeah, here, let me pull up. I'll share some screens here real quick, and we'll get some people up to speed on what's going on. So welcome to Memories. This is Memories, the NFT marketplace. It is, again, beta 1. There is a little bit of work in progress here. So the formatting is going to change a little bit, but the functionality is all here. And again, we have marketing. We have a market where you can buy now. You can do an auction. You can do a sell. You can do a lazy mint with royalties. And anything you want to come in and purchase, you're going to drive into the marketplace, be able to figure out who put what there, and then what the actual asking price is. This is not rendering really well here on my screen. I'll zoom in here, but you can get in here and you can see that there's a minimum bid on this one. So Mr. Pancho, as he was saying, his NFTs are here. We can go out, we can place a bid, and see if I have enough in this demo account. I don't think I do. So maybe we just hit a bug there because it's not loading.
Live demos on the spot. It's always risky.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. I think I have a couple on this profile. Go to my profile. Go to my collection here. Nope, I didn't buy it with this one. I must have bought it with the other one. But yeah, so you can come in. You can set your own profile. You can change your own headers and things along those lines, folks. Anything you do buy, you get in your collection, which is obviously living in your wallet. So you can do that. There we go. Oh, and I did buy one on this. I sold it, and someone else already bought it off of me. So there we go. So I owned it for a little bit of time, and yeah, it was bought and then sold, and there you go. See, I forgot I put it back up for sale. And but yeah, so I mean, commerce in action, looking great. Yeah, I'm having fun with it. There are some updates that are coming. Like I said, the footer here is huge. It's going to get reduced in size. We're fixing all the linking and the spelling stuff here, and obviously it will cross-link back into VOYR as well once that's there. So, and for the audience that want to come in and create stuff, literally you come in, you connect your wallet, you're going to answer that question one time. You can come in and then upload any type of content. Now I know this doesn't say JPEG. I've gotten that email from 15 different people. Yes, you can do JPEG, you can do object, you can do MP3, MP4, and movie. Now this is not an exhaustive list listed here, so we support many different.
Is there anything we can't upload?
You can't do binaries, you can't do executable files, but if it's an object or an image file or a video file, we'll support it. 3D rendered object file can be supported as well. But all you have to do is create it in your collection. You can say, well, you're going to buy it, sell it at a fixed price. You want to do a timed auction, or if you want to do an unlimited auction, which is essentially going to be a lazy mint. And then you have the ability to specify the royalty here. So on any subsequent resale, you're also going to get a percentage of that. And then you're going to mint it. And then you'll pay a small fee to mint, and then it'll be listed. And then obviously you're going to have your preview here that you're going to be able to generate and show. It'll have your user logo if you have your logo created, and then the preview of the object. Explorer, again, right now we're just having everything kind of being dumped out, but Explorer is going to expand into a menu. So you'll have your option to see video, audio, digital object, real life art, fine art. We're going to have those different categories there that'll be reflected out. We're just building on the aggregation system right now. So those will be coming there. And obviously the aggregators down here at the bottom, again, will get linked once those memory categories come on. But yeah, no, that's, I mean, great. The 1.0 functionality is there. And, the beautiful thing about it is it's a starting point, but, we promised to deliver both of them here in September. We're making it into October. So we slipped a little bit, but again, we're launching 2 major platforms in less than 120 days, which, folks, it's, I know a lot of people say it's taking so long. It's extremely quick. If you think about building enterprise scalable software, it doesn't really typically happen that fast. So, I got to give our team a lot of credit for what we've done, and I got to give the community a lot of credit too, because honestly, if they weren't testing it, as fast as they are, giving us the feedback as timely as they are, we probably would be, not able to do as much of it because there's only 5 of us really on the core team on the VOYR side. Everything else is coming from the community, and that's the one thing I love about this community, and it's really, really been there. So, right. Yeah, a lot of great key feedback. Mara wants to buy the giraffe, and probably have to see that happen. And then, people are giving great feedback on the responsiveness of it. We are built on web scalable architecture. So on the end of the day, web memories and VOYR do live on a major cloud, and we've built it in such a way that it's elastic, so that as we need additional demand and bandwidth, it actually automatically scales. So, that's another thing about the architecture. It's not trivial. Maybe one of these upcoming AMAs will show the back end and you'll see all the different servers that go into making this actually happen. There are literally 30 servers behind this core platform, and we break it out into microservices for those that are really wondering why there's so many, because we have the ability to scale different pieces of it. So if we need more storage, we can scale more storage. If we need to scale more video for live video, we can scale more video, things along those lines.
Right.
Yeah.
I think time is all relative, because like for me, when I joined the group, I don't know if it was like April or May, we were like talking about it, and we were like working with developers, and like we've obviously done a lot of AMAs, and every time we're like, yeah, it's coming. So like from that perspective, it might feel like it's being dragged out, but in the grand scheme of things, like 120 days, that's nothing. Like Dave, you and I have worked for software companies, big companies, and like to do something like this, like 2 platforms, like they take years. So I'm excited.
Years, but you don't do them typically in less than 2 quarters. It's I mean, we did.
Years is an exaggeration.
We started with a bootstrap, and I think people know that, right? We said, hey, look, we're going to take the best available bootstrap framework there is, and then we'll build on that. So we didn't have to start from 100% scratch, and that's exactly how we were able to get, some of it accelerated on the VOYR side. We didn't bootstrap NFTs, memories, and we actually built the NFT marketplace from the ground up. So one from the ground up and one bootstrapped. But this is VOYR. So people who haven't seen VOYR, here's VOYR in action. VOYR is really rounding out. It is all powered by the cryptocurrency now. It does have the ability to be 100% powered by the wallet. If you haven't logged in yet, you can come in and connect with your MetaMask. I don't think I've set up on this account yet. I guess I did. So if you haven't set up on your wallet before, you'll have to go through the face verification process. And again, the defect rate that we were having there is down to less than 1%, or less than, I would say less than 10%. I wish it was 1%. Typically, the reason we're finding people fail is either one of two things. They're using their camera and they're using something like Rob is, where he's changing his background. And FaceTech has got this security algorithm in there where if you're using anything other than the one app that's controlling the camera, if you have a secondary app that's tapping the same camera feed, it'll reject that load. It is there for a security feature, so people can't interject a different feed or try to do some kind of facial modification. So if you have that problem, just make sure there's nothing else using your app. Like when I did my first enrollment, I was having failure. The failure rate we ended up finding out is I still always had FaceTime open on my machine. So FaceTime being open on my machine and the browser trying to control that camera at the same time, that's what was causing that failure rate. So we've learned that, and we try to put an air conditioner in for it, pop it up, and let people know that this is the reason why it's failing. So at least tell you now that that's the reason why it's failing. But we're off to the races. We've got tons of people putting content in here. Again, we are probably going to reset the database sometime this coming week, and it'll be a one-time purge, and then everything will be status quo from that point forward. And we're doing that only because we had so many people create so many different profiles, and we really want to make sure that it's one person, one profile on VOYR. But yeah, I'll see if there's any questions from the audience here, and if there is, we'll take them. People, yeah. Oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great comment. Because we're excited too. I really am. Even though I will actually even say I got sleep last night. The chilling giraffe is waiting for you. It'll be interesting to see now that there's demand for this giraffe, that the price goes up. But yeah, no, great.
That's awesome.
A lot of good feedback, a lot of positive comments again on Discord. If you're not on Discord as well, please get there. Discord is definitely a place where we're doing all of our communication now. And it really is simple to get there. It's discord.gg/VOYR AMA. You can self-register, and that'll get you an invite right into the Discord server. And the community is getting more and more active there. And as we go live, I expect it to really get active because people will be dropping in, people will be learning about the platform for the first time. I really appreciate the community. It's been there for a long time. A lot of the community is helping answer questions because our staff can't be there 24/7. But I appreciate that. And looks like somebody's having a question. I created an FT, but I don't see it. All right. Well, Crazy Coin, again, if we had an issue, we'll drop me an email. Just hit us at social@voyr.me or send us feedback at voyr.me, and we're happy to dig into it for you. Again, still beta, so there could be some bugs, and we'll see what's going on.
Nope. Oh, never mind. There it is.
Never mind. There it is. See, look at that. Instant.
Fixed.
Oh, I'll have to go.
That's a good. So to the point you just made, I've been working with the ambassadors, obviously, and like they've been logging in and creating stuff, and they're running into bugs. The biggest thing is like this is beta. We will run into bugs. That's the point of this exercise. So if you do run into things, let us know. Please let us know. And also, don't get discouraged. So like the FaceTech, like they're constantly pushing out updates. And so if it doesn't work one day, send us a note. Do the feedback at VOYR, and then try again the next day because they are constantly reloading things and pushing out updates. So just want to make, what am I saying? I want to let everybody know that.
Yeah, great. I appreciate it. Yeah, patience is sometimes not my virtue either, and I'm glad you found it. And the other thing that is going to come into memories, obviously, that's not there yet, and this is because we have to build the Lucene search index behind this, is search. Search is a function that will be in the product. I'm waiting to clean up some stuff before we turn the search on because we'll build indexes. But you will have search at the top. You can search by your name. You'll be able to search by an object. You'll be able to search by a category. You'll be able to search by collection. So that'll be there. And we left search off by purpose. So far, I had some people ask me the other day. I was like, you can't search for anything. You have to explore everything one by one. It's like, no, that's not the case. But But yeah, so search will be there before we go live. So don't worry about that. Great.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
So the website has changed. Right now, we really just have a splash screen. Get ready for October 6th. That's awesome.
Yep. Website will be changing much more this week.
This week. Okay.
We're actually we'll be landing on. So we've always landed on a landing page, and the landing page has been hosted by just traditional web server. We are pivoting that to a new system, which will be actually the front door to VOYR. So I can probably even, let me see if I log into that site real quick. I can probably even tease what it's going to look like. But go ahead, Rob. You were asking a question on that thread.
Yeah. No, so I've, we've been talking about the voyr.me/creators. If you want to be a creator, if you want early access, that site, that link is no longer there.
Right.
So how do we want to, so I guess if it's changing this week, then will users just be able to create a profile, or do we still need to give them access somewhere?
I'll be able to hit the website. We'll create right there. We are going to have codes that'll be coming out. So we're going to start flow controlling it. After we get to a certain load point, we're going to start controlling how many people we let on per week, just to keep capacity management. How we're doing the final loadout tested.
Okay.
So
great.
We will give people like Rob, special codes he can hand out to creators, and
great.
They'll be able to use that to get right in. So we'll have registration. Everybody else will get put into a queue. And then as we open more slots, the system will essentially send out an email saying you're now eligible for a spot on VOYR. So come in and register, and they'll get that email, and they'll be able to take advantage of that. But yeah, that's what's happening there. So I'll show you what's going to look like.
Let me just say one thing while we're waiting. For any creator out there that signed up via voyr.me/creators, if you did sign up and you did not receive an email back from me, I ask two things. One, that you check your spam filter, because we have seen a lot of emails going into spam. And two, if it's not there, then email me at rob@voyr.me, because I have been trying to get back to everybody that submitted something. So if you don't see a response from me, please either look for your spam filter or email me directly at rob@voyr.me, please.
Yeah. So back here, share. Oh, I got to turn it back on. There we go. So obviously this area here is where the countdown is going to be over in here. But yeah, so this will be the new landing page, probably Tuesday, I think, Monday, Tuesday. And this obviously just references kind of looking like the same thing as the front page of VOYR, except it's going to have a gate here, and you'll be able to use a code and get in here. And then there's different things at the bottom of the university, how to set up your wallet, our support system and docs. Yes, the VOYR phone number is now live. So if you want to call that, you're going to get a automated system that will walk you through creating a ticket. But it's there 24/7, and we have obviously the ability to send email as well. So support at voyr.me will go live. That'll open into the ticketing system. And but yeah, so if you're hitting voyr.me this coming week, that's what it's going to look like. And it'll eventually become the front door to get right into the VOYR platform. And this is built on our front end scalable network, so it's on the load balance side. So if you think about Facebook, you have your Facebook page, and then once you get into Facebook takes you to many different servers behind the scenes, but you think it's just facebook.com. So same thing will happen here. This will be the front end to the back end. So yeah. Somebody's asking questions here. So will we be able to create and transfer without a sale? You will be able to create and transfer without a sale if you set the price at no price. So if you may essentially make it free, yes. To do a transfer outside of a sale, there is a function in the contract to do that. I don't think we've exposed that Crazy Coin. So it's a good point. I can bring that up and say we can do it in an internal transfer for the owner who owns it. So yeah, it should be able to do that, just not exposed in UI right now. How do we delete an NFT? The delete functionality is not plumbed in yet, but it will be there. You'll be able to delete anything individually or a collection. So yeah, there's a function call for that as well. So no problem there. Yep, great, thumbs up. And then Francisco's asking, is there an option to transfer the NFT on Trust Wallet? Good question. I don't think so. Good question. Have to test it. Honestly, I haven't tried it yet. Obviously, it's living on the blockchain in the smart contract, so it should be able to if you're seeing it there, but I haven't tested it. I have to see if we have that. Have to see if we test it.
Maybe I'm misunderstanding that question. What are we transferring? Because Trust Wallet just
so they want to be able to transfer from the wallet. What your current and the wallet's just your private key. A private key will unlock your NFTs that are held there, so you should be able to do it. I just had to think through it in my head. And then somebody's asking questions. So this is not VOYR related, but it's somebody's asking us we have any update on the BetShiba Casino. That is something that we'll talk about separately because that's not part of VOYR. It is definitely related to our parent company. All right. I'm getting an error that I have a bandwidth issue. Is anybody hearing? Rob, can you hear me?
I do hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Great. Yeah, it just popped it up. Yeah, I lost the audio feed for a second. And then multiple collections was my next collection, but I'm assuming that's coming. Yes, you can have multiple collections. It will be a serial. You can have serial collections, and you can have multiple different collections. Yes, for sure. Yeah, great. I think that's the last question I saw here. Yeah, a lot of great questions coming in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, folks, again, keep testing. We're going to have probably an update every 2 or 3 days for beta on memories. We're working pretty fast through some of the backlog there. I know the developer is going to push out code for us on Monday already. So, there'll be an update tomorrow. And but yeah, we're going to keep working through it. But hope everybody's excited as we are. We really, we appreciate the entire community. It's come together. We are excited for the launch. We are ramping up marketing. Marketing is going to start kicking up en masse this coming week. Mara and the social media team have been working on that. We actually have some major press and that's been bought as well that will get dropped. We were going to drop that a week and a half ago. Obviously, we put a pause on that, but that's being keyed back up. So that's actually going to go through. So we'll have a ton of articles, things like USA Today, Forbes, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, all that kind of stuff's coming. So
that's awesome. That's huge.
It is huge. And our ask will be that as we get those done, we'll get those links in advance. We'll be pushing them out to the community in Discord. We'll be sharing them every meeting we can. If you see it, please re-amplify it because while we get it out to the major press, it amplifies once we have multiple people amplifying it. Right?
So what you're saying is it's not enough for Forbes to push it out. We all have to push it out also. And that's how you create virality.
That's right.
That's the word, right? Virality.
We put the money to get the article in. We need people to help us amplify it. So great question here. What's the best email to send bug and feature requests? It's just feedback@voyr.me. And that actually emails the entire team, but it also opens a ticket in the Trello boards. And then we can push those Trello board issues to the backend Trellos for either the memories development team or the VOYR development team. So yeah, that's definitely the best way. If you hit us any other way, we'll take the feedback, we'll create it and actually do it. But if you do it through feedback@voyr.me, it'll automatically log it for us and give us a chance then to accelerate that push through. Plus, it gives us a chance to kind of aggregate it because you do have to find people that a lot of people are testing and a lot of people find the same bug. So we take the 10 bugs, collapse them into one, and then we ship it off. But yeah, that's great. Well, I don't want to keep people too long today. You know, I appreciate everybody turning in on a Sunday. We'll have updates again until we launch. We're going to keep doing the AMAs. So our next AMA will be on Wednesday. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
I believe we'll have a creator on that AMA as well.
Nice. Actually,
so
now I think about it, I'll have to think about that because I think it's at the 21st or the 22nd.
What's the 22nd?
Oh, perfect. All right. Yeah. 21st is obviously the first day of fall, but it's also someone in my life's birthday there. So I got to make sure don't miss that one. But yeah, so come back and join us again. You're always there. We record these as well, so they're available on YouTube. You can definitely tune in on the replay, and we'll always be happy to take any questions. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. A lot of great feedback, and again, yeah, thank you for everybody for testing it. We really appreciate the positive feedback. I'll share that with the dev team too, because we really want them to know that their hard work is being recognized. And we'll catch you on Wednesday. Rob, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for the questions.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.